Welcome, Infinii family. Welcome, Infinii guests. My name is John Kadir. I'm the Vice President of Marketing with Infinii. It's my pleasure to be able to spend the next, let's say 30 to 40 minutes with you, depending on how much detail we get into, to share some very exciting progress in regards to the world of Infinii. We'll also give you a little bit of the background as to where we've come from, where we are today, and where we're heading. And more importantly, how that could have a profound impact on your quality of life, your freedom, and the way you spend the next several years of your life professionally. Infinii has actually been around in a beta version for more than 2 years now with some absolutely incredible results. And we're going to get into, we'll share some statistics regarding those results with you in just a few minutes. If you are a guest looking at this information for the very first time, a special welcome to you. What we'll do is just leading up to some of the history of the company and where you could possibly fit within this present and future of Infinii. Let's just spend a couple of minutes and just talk about the technological revolution that's taking place right now. We're in the midst of a shift from what we would call an industrial revolution. Really was, of course, the building of the Western world was the Industrial Revolution. It's more than a century old and is well and truly behind us now. But we're starting to see this tremendous technical boom, tremendous technical access to all four corners of the world, and how this acceleration of processing power of the microchip and reduction of cost and availability of these products are starting to have really quite a profound impact on the way that all of us live our lives, not only in the developed world, but also in the developing world as well. And what I want to do is just give you a couple of very fast examples of some companies that are less than a decade old, give you some sort of insight as to what kind of a shift this type of computer power is really having on not only consumers, but on business alike. Obviously, if you live anywhere in the West, and of course that could be developed countries in Asia, developed countries in Europe, in South America as well. I'm sure that you've heard of the Uber app. Download the Uber app on your phone, whether you want to create an income for yourself by driving others, or whether you simply want an alternative to the century-old monopolistic taxi industry. If you told me 10 years ago that there would be an app available on a telephone that I could use as a taxi alternative to save money and give me my other convenient options, I don't know if I would have believed that was even possible. But of course, not only is it possible, it's absolutely thriving. And more than that, this Uber application has actually got a market valuation of more than $50 billion, according to the Wall Street Journal. So not only have they succeeded, they've succeeded in a very grand way. And similar to that, this is not an app. This is actually just a website, a very, very simple website. But what it does, again, is it connects the needs of the consumer with what's available in the global marketplace. And in this particular case, it's travelers with home and apartment owners that are looking to lease out a room or maybe half of a location or their entire flat, home, condo, whatever they have for a certain period of time. And in that connection, they've managed to create, again, an app market valuation of over $25 billion. And what's really quite remarkable, of course, Airbnb has managed to create this valuation without actually owning any real estate of their own. No real estate at all. And in contrast, the entire global Hilton hotel product, with all of the properties that they would have accumulated around the world, has about a $19.5 billion market valuation. So I'll tell you, the world, it is a changing. And if you are in tune with opportunities that are surrounding you, if change is something that excites you instead of terrifies you, well, I'll tell you, this is a very exciting time for you to be alive. It's a very exciting time for you to be open-minded as to what's available out there for you, because an awful lot is available. And as our world continues to be more and more interconnected, we're starting to see this real significant shift in the way money is being spent. And of course, that shift is also having a very significant impact on retail. You can see in this particular photograph an abandoned shopping mall, something that I certainly didn't think that I would see in my lifetime, but we're starting to see these abandoned shopping malls again all around the world, not just in one particular country or region of the world. And the reason for that is the same unilaterally right across the board. Regardless of where you live, you're starting to see a shift in the way consumers spend their money. And in fact, here's some CNN statistics from 2015. This is actually Q4 of 2015. So these are very current statistics. If you take a look at some of these, now these are retail locations. So the retail locations for Best Buy, for Sears, Walmart, and Target, not their online enterprise. But look what's happened here with these physical locations in 2015. While businesses, and we are certainly starting to see these large companies shut locations down, there absolutely is one sector of the economy that's exploding. And of course, that's the online sector. Look at Amazon, up 117% over the same period of time, same interval. So we're really seeing very, very substantial growth with eBay, Amazon, Google, and Facebook over the last several years, 15 to 20% consistently sustained growth, which is really quite remarkable. Over $300 billion in combined sales during that period of time. Now, I want you to consider just for a second, if those companies were all willing to provide a list of certain services for you, and you starting your own online enterprise where you could start to position yourself right in the middle of this river of cash that's flowing from consumers to retailers and just continues to flow. If you could position yourself in the middle of this, and these retailers were willing to find customers for you, actually process payments for you, deliver products, and even support those customers for you, would that be something that would appeal to you? The answer, of course, has been a resounding yes for those individuals over the last couple of years that got involved with Infinii in their beta version and some of the results that they're creating. We're going to get into some of the results for you probably in another 30 seconds. I'm going to share some statistics, but the income that's being generated as we're seeing this huge shift from offline to online really is mind-blowing. In fact, many major brands are actually struggling to keep up. Because if you take a look at the tablet here, there's a brand new company. This was never a box store. This was never a department store. Wayfair, their origins was strictly online. So this is entirely an electronic or an online business that, of course, companies like Kmart and Uniq or Target, which are very traditional brick and mortar type businesses now, are really scrambling to catch up to this huge movement online where consumers are starting to save more money, have more access to products, and shop very effectively, very easily, have things delivered to their home in shorter and shorter periods of time. And it's just all around win for consumers, which is forcing these large retailers to change the way they do business. Really quite remarkable. So what I want you to consider just for a moment now, as you take a look at these 10 different flags that pop up, this is actually the top 10 e-commerce countries in the world. And as you can see, the whole map is very, it's covered really from east to west. And even the Southern Hemisphere has representation in these top 10 e-commerce countries around the world, has now become $1 trillion global industry, which is as big as an industry gets at this particular point in time. Marketer is predicting $3.5 trillion within the next 5 years, which is really, it's just staggering statistics to see this kind of growth. And our Infinii business model is really planted right in the center of all of this activity. And it really began, a little bit more than 2 years ago, as some very skilled professionals that were starting to teach individuals how to profit from this huge shift from brick and mortar purchases to online purchases, and how you could position yourself effectively with the right training and start creating a substantial secondary income source for yourself anytime you wanted to park yourself in front of your computer for an hour or two or three. And so that really was the origins of the Infinii business model. And here we are 2 years later, and we've seen our members do absolutely incredible things, and they've been able to do it without actually having to inventory like you would if you were a retail business owner, without actually having any of the significant upfront costs that you would have if you were a traditional retail business owner, without having to generate any traffic if you were an online business owner, and without having any headaches for shipping or business management or employees, staff, insurance. Any of those things you would normally have to deal with in any kind of business are completely unnecessary, and they're irrelevant in this business model. And look what our members have done. $2.5 billion in sales in our first couple of years. In fact, our members within the whole ecosystem of e-commerce are generating 6 times more than other people doing exactly the same thing as them on eBay, and 7.2 times more than other people doing exactly the same thing as them on Amazon. Those are remarkable achievements, and so much more significantly better than the competition. Is really quite remarkable. Now, how are they making money? Let me break it down to you in the simplest possible way. What they're doing is they're finding quality product at a low price, and they're selling it at a high price. In fact, they don't even have to buy the product at the low price until they already have the sale for the product at high price. So they're really not risking themselves at all. So one of the things that we're going to teach you how to do, if this is the kind of income you would like to be complete control of. By the way, some of our members are generating 5 figures a month in this very, very simple process where they're using training and proprietary software. We'll talk about this proprietary software in just a moment and what it can actually do for you, how it can take you from being in a position where you are right now, perhaps never even knowing that this opportunity to make money even existed 10 minutes ago, to where you could actually become an absolute expert, completely comfortable in your own skin, and very confident in your ability to make 5 figures a month in a very short period of time. And that's what this software is going to help do for you. Now, what's remarkable, though, is that the whole process is one that you're going to do entirely from home and entirely on your own with all of our Toolage and guidance. So in this particular case, though, what you can see is a $25 profit from this iPhone 6 wallet / carrying case, and you can scale your business up as large as you want. Even if you're not someone who makes online purchases at all, one piece of our software actually teaches you very, very quickly what all those other individuals that are spending all their money online are spending it on. So within actually a few minutes, you can go from having a zero experience to really having your finger on the pulse of what people that are doing this are spending their money on, making you an expert almost overnight. So that's really our global e-commerce system, and that was at the very foundation of Infinia. That's where we started. Where we're expanding to is starting to create many more services, many more significant benefits, and in fact, really entire ecosystems or environments that are going to help facilitate success. So Infinia Marketplace is exactly one of those environments. Of course, the name of the game was find out where people are spending their money, access those products for less money, and sell them for profit anytime you want to. So one of the things that we're helping to make you more effective at that is creating Infinia Marketplace, which will absolutely be loaded with some of the best wholesale price and in fact, all a massive list of products available to you. Anything you could possibly want to profit from, you're going to start to see show up in Infinia Marketplace with opportunities for maximum profits within that marketplace. But you'll also see that when you get involved with Infinia, you've got 3 specific ways that you can choose to position yourself. One is a very simple entry level at $49.95 a month. And you can actually see with eBay and Amazon and Google or Bonanza shopping networks how these basic training programs are going to start getting you up to speed very quickly. Creating your accounts, how to position your accounts as best you possibly can, managing your sales, really everything that you're going to need to know to be one of those individuals that's generating 6 times or 7.2 times what others are generating with their own efforts online. And again, if you look at the bottom on the right-hand side, well, there's that software we talked about. Eloquent Product Research is the software that's going to make you an expert almost overnight. An Advanced Listing Creator and Bonanza Listing Creator are really going to take a lot of time away from you really streamline this process for you. So if you were someone that wanted to, let's say, put an extra few $100 to even $1,000 or so into your pocket as an additional income source per month, this is absolutely going to be the environment for you. And of course, as we all know, adding that type, several $100s to $1,000, it really could be very substantial for many households, not only in North America, but beyond the North American border. The second platform that Infinity has is one called Surge. And Surge really is all about taking those basics in your business to that next level. Advanced. You'll see the terminology advanced through these lists here. So really how to get to the top of the eBay, Amazon searches, how to really start to target your audience, how to find additional opportunities for profit with Shopify, with WooCommerce, understanding more analysis, statistics, getting into seasonal selling, where the big money is being spent and when it's being spent, more proprietary software for you. And of course, with the Surge platform, you're also going to receive everything we looked at just a moment ago in the Prime platform. And then, of course, the Excel platform is for our members that really are pushing their business as large as they possibly can. All of the Surge, all of the Prime features, software, video access, etc., all of that is included in Excel, but really starting to understand how to brand yourself. In fact, how to source products for yourself internationally and really profit from branding yourself, and also profit from leveraging other people doing exactly the same thing online already. So this is for our members that instead of $1,000 or $5,000 a month, they really wanted to create something that potentially would be an entire lifestyle change. $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a month and beyond. We have many members that are earning $1,000 a month from their e-commerce activities. So this really is one of those environments where the sky's the limit. It's entirely based on you, how you want to set up your business, and how large you want to grow it. So within this global e-com system, you'll also start to see you have the ability to benefit from digital products and not from physical products as well. And the nice thing about digital products, though, of course, is digital product is anything that I have instant access to. It could be MP3s for audio programs, educational programs. It could be MP4s for digital programs. It could be travel clubs. It could be online gaming. It could be absolutely anything that you could possibly imagine a digital product being. You'll start to see those things rolled out in the Infinity digital library. And in fact, I was just going to highlight one of those things for you right now, something called Signal Forge within the world of currency trading. And this is specifically is binary currency trading. There's a product inside Infinity Digital that is a very simple binary options signal generating platform. This generates currency pair signals, and it has an automatic set and forget option. So unlike my friends that are involved in FX, which is foreign exchange, and spend 3 or 4 or 5 hours a day in front of their computer and have signals and alarms and bells and whistles that go off on their smartphones or on their desktops, this is actually a completely automatic program that I can get involved in, set it up, completely forget about it, still be participating in the world of currency, and actually be generating very significant profits for myself on autopilot. In fact, you can see from January to June of 2016, we have almost a 70% win rate in the last 6 months of testing that was done, and that was testing with a live dollar account, which is very important. You can see what's happened. Signal Forge is actually API'd right in with an award-winning platform called binary.com. Binary.com is fully licensed, very safe, very secure environment you can access from your smartphone, just like Signal Forge as well. So that gives you just one example of one way to earn within the digital platform. And then, of course, Infinity Vendors is really the conduit for those of you, perhaps you know a manufacturer, or you know a wholesaler, or you know someone who is a motivator or a professional or personal growth speaker and has a program. You want to load those programs either into Marketplace or into digital, and you can actually earn a profit every single time any product you've loaded into Marketplace or digital is purchased by a member of the Infinity family to then go and profit from when they sell that further down the e-commerce chain. And then finally, Infinity Network is for those of you who also love the idea of building a network of like-minded individuals where you can not only help them become successful, but also profit directly from their endeavors. And that team building approach really is what we're going to talk about now for a few minutes. And specifically with the Infinity Rewards plan, team building really is the name of the game. And I think that for those of you who have a really close look at this rewards plan, I think you'll certainly be excited. I know that I was when we started breaking down the details of how this plan was going to work, because one of the things that's very attractive about it is it's extremely user-friendly, but also highly rewarding. And so in my particular case, I've been involved in network marketing for more than 20 years. I've certainly freed myself and changed my life from my participation in network marketing, but I've never seen anything quite as user-friendly, dare I say even quite as sexy as this rewards plan. It's very simple and easy to share, but highly profitable. So, and we talked about like-minded individuals. Anytime we happen to talk to anybody, whether it's a friend, a family member, someone from work, or we happen to use Infinity Network, and we have our own funnel where we start meeting people online that are interested in creating an extra $200, $300, $500, $1,000, $10,000 a month or beyond. When we start helping them in their success, we're going to start to profit 2 times now. One from our e-commerce model, any way we choose to be involved, and now the second from this Infinity rewards plan. So what you're looking at is a basic rewards plan on a single page. There's 4 unique ways that you earn, 4 basic ways. There's a little bit more than that, but let's dive right into it. First of all, we talked about the Prime and the Surge and the Excel platforms. Remember, $50, $150, and $400. Well, anyone that you enroll into the Infinity rewards plan gets involved, you're immediately going to earn a 25% jumpstart bonus on whatever enrollment package they happen to select. Now, the second goal is really to help yourself and then those you're working with move through the beginning ranks of the rewards plan. And that's the manager family of ranks. Now, when you move through that manager family of ranks, by the time you're done and you reach global manager, you would have received a total of $1,000 in milestone bonuses, and you're going to get a 20% check match on anybody that you help also move through those manager family of ranks. In other words, they earn $1,000 and you're going to earn a matching $200. They start helping their friends the same way. Those friends earn $1,000, you're going to get a matching $100. And there's absolutely no limit to the number of thousands of dollars that you can ultimately earn through the milestone bonus. So, number 3 is Infinity Pay. Infinity Pay is really the backbone of this rewards plan, because as your business starts to take shape, you have the ability to earn 10% on all accumulated growth, and you're going to start to see business volume grow in a number of different ways. It's not just from team building approach, but don't forget, you're also going to have woven entirely through this rewards plan an opportunity to earn when anybody within your ecosystem, within your business, starts to generate success for themselves with their digital library success, marketplace success, or e-commerce success, sales on Amazon, eBay, Bonanza, etc. You're also going to earn business. Okay, so let's take a closer look at how all of this works. First of all, if you take a look at the drawing on the right-hand side, you can see there, that's you in the very attractive brown rimmed glasses sweater. And this is representing your business. In fact, what you've got is 3 different lines of lineage of your business, 3 different individuals, the blonde gentleman, your friend in the blue dress, and another friend of yours in the purple. And in this particular case, as you continue to build your business, you have the opportunity, the option to either continue to create additional lines of lineage in your business, or you can drop friends under other friends and help them create success, help trigger milestone bonuses for them, help trigger rank advancements for them, and so on and so forth. Now, the most important thing of the details below, rank advancement, daily rank advancement is possible within this plan. So what you'll start to see is in the rewards benefit in the center column, there is very much a team building approach to building a successful Infinity business. And there's absolutely no restriction to the way that you can build that business. So let me share, just for those of you who have a little bit of network marketing experience, I want to show you what a typical dual team or binary rewards plan looks like. You can see in this particular case, you represented by the blue circle, your upline or personal sponsor is represented by the yellow circle. You can see in a binary, prefix by meaning two, you have a stronger side and you have a weaker side. And in a binary model, you're getting paid on the weaker side growth of your business. So what you'll start to see is upline support, which actually creates that stronger side because they're sponsoring people down into your business, which sounds very attractive. And it is indeed very attractive because it allows you to shift your focus entirely on the weaker side of your business. The question that I would have for you, though, is as you can see those yellow circles showing up on what has become the stronger side of your business, how much money do you actually earn from the growth of that stronger side of your business? The answer, unfortunately, is nothing. You're getting paid entirely from the weaker side of your business. So one of the pros, of course, is you see spill over into your business and you have a focus on team building. One of the cons, unfortunately, is you're only paid on the one side, which happens to be the weaker side of your business. Now, another example some of you may be familiar with is a typical unilevel plan. And this is, of course, where you're not going to see spillover from above into your business. And the reason you're not going to see spillover is in this particular type of a plan, you're paid the highest amount based on the individuals that you personally enroll into a program. You could see 5% on that top level right below you, whereas as they start to build their front line, their 5% line becomes your 4% line. And below that, their 5% line becomes your 3% line. So what happens is a payout volume diminishes the further away that volume gets to you until ultimately a point where you're just not getting paid at all. So unfortunately, if you had, let's say, a 6 or 7 level unilevel plan and an absolute rock star, someone who loves your network marketing opportunity and loves your project, joins your business, unfortunately, you're just not going to have an opportunity to profit from the addition of that particular person into your business because you're limited by length. So the strength of a plan like this, of course, it's easy to share. The weakness, of course, is that limited depth, specific limitations really hurts your ability to profit. Now, I want you to consider just for a moment the difference here. What we've done, and we talked about this a moment ago, is we've combined the attributes of a binary rewards plan and a unilevel rewards plan. And what it's allowed for us is you could see each individual line of lineage or leg, blue, gray, all of those you actually are going to earn a full 10% on up until a rank cap. Remember we said rank advancement daily is possible? So what that means is those caps are there to protect the integrity of the plan, not to hold you back. So for example, at a director rank, for example, each of those lines of lineage could pay you up to $1,000 per month. As you move to the next rank, the next director rank, a senior director, for example, each of those lines of lineage could pay you $2,000 per month. And the next rank allows you to earn $4,000 a month and then $7,500 a month. So you really have no cap on your ability to earn. In fact, you can earn all the way up to $125,000 per line of lineage and have no limit to the number of lines of lineage you choose to add into your business. All at the same time, you can see the curved lines where I'm choosing to drop individuals under other individuals. I'm helping those individuals in all aspects of the rewards plan, and I'm not hurting or costing myself at all. It's the most attractive, fairest, most constructive and user-friendly rewards plan that I've ever seen. It took us a long time to develop it. Probably the primary reason you've never seen it before is it's very costly rewards plan to implement, and there's a very high percentage of revenue from the company going into this rewards plan. So most companies with physical products just couldn't afford to use a plan like this. They wouldn't have it in their budget to pay out what would be required. So we're in a very exciting and a very unique position with Infineon. Now, we talked about these monthly memberships, the $49 at Prime, $149 at Surge, and $399 Excel. Well, we also have builder packs for each one of those. What a builder pack is simply an opportunity for you to commit to either 6 months or 12 months in advance and be done with it. In this particular case, if you committed to 6 months at Prime, $249 would actually give you 5 months of access. You're only being charged for 5 months and you're receiving 1 month of access for free. Likewise, with Prime 12, you're paying for 10 months of access and receiving 2 months for free. Now, if you recall the Jumpstart bonus, bonus number 1, 25% goes directly to you as an enrollment or sponsor benefit. You're going to receive that on the entire value of a builder pack. So if a friend of yours joined your business, loved all the Prime features, was very excited about the digital marketplace, was ready to start working on some of the products, they get involved for $499. That's a full 25% or $125 that you're immediately going to earn just as a Jumpstart bonus alone. And then you've got your milestone bonuses. You'll trigger your milestone check matches, your infinity pay as that 400 BV goes down one of your lines of lineage, and of course your infinity match, which we'll talk about in just a moment. So let me show you in 2 slides here a very clear path to success, just so it's very clear for you just how user-friendly this rewards plan is. My first goal is to move from a builder to a manager, and that's very easily done. As soon as 400 business volume is accumulated and spread between at least 2 people, 2 lines of lineage in my business, I'm going to become a manager. In this particular case, I chose to sponsor 3 people into my business. Those 3 people totaled more than 400 business volume. I became a manager. How do I move to my next rank? There's my estimated earnings. Of course, as a manager, I've just triggered my first milestone bonus of the $1,000. There's my first 50. Step number 2, I want to become a regional manager. How to do that? Well, the easiest way to do that is to help 3 people become managers, because a manager at 400 BV times 3 is 1,200 BV. That's enough business volume for me to become a regional manager. So I help 3 people do what I had just accomplished myself. You can see my estimated earnings have gone up. I've also just unlocked my second milestone bonus. Now I've earned 150 of the $1,000, and I'm also available. I have access to milestone match level 1, which is the 20% level. Now, step number 3, I want to become national manager. How do I do that? Well, I can take my same 3 leaders, my same 3 friends, help them become regional manager. It's not the only way to do it, but it's sure the simplest way to do it. So I help 3 people hit regional manager at 1,200 BV. That totals more than 3,500 BV. Of course, so I, by default, I'm going to hit national manager. You can see my estimated earnings have bumped up considerably. I've also unlocked the 3rd of the 4 milestone bonuses, which is the $350 bonus. I'm earning milestone matches on level 1 and level 2. And then the same thing considers or continues for me to reach the end of the manager family of ranks, and that's the global manager. I helped 3 people become national, and now you're starting to see quite a substantial estimated earnings. The 4th and final payment, $500 payment for milestone comes. And also I get milestone matches available to me, the 20% for anyone I personally enrolled and 10% for anyone they personally enrolled. And finally, the 4th way to earn on that rewards plan that we haven't talked about till now is something called an infinity pay match. So as the people that I enrolled into the program start building their own business and start earning infinity pay, remember, number 3, 10% of the volume underneath them, I can earn up to a 100% match of their infinity pay. It's a very substantial bonus and will, as you move through the ranks, and here you can see you're getting yourself to director by helping 3 people reach global manager, you're going to start to see infinity pay check match become a significant part. So in this particular case, as I get to director, which is, remember, just the beginning of our middle family of ranks, now you're starting to create an income source for yourself that's really quite substantial. $60,000 a year will really have a very significant impact on the life of probably almost everybody. It certainly would on me. But in addition to that, I can earn 30% match on the infinity pay of, in this case, each of the 3 people that I personally enroll. And of course, as I want to move through the ranks, I do so just as I have up until this point, and that allows me to get into the final of, remember, the manager family, the director family, and now into the investor family. The reason I wanted to show you this compressed into only 2 slides is many individuals that look at network marketing as an opportunity perhaps for them and their family often look at those very significant ranks and think, well, that would be really nice. It's a dream and never really leave any other possibility in their mind as a dream. It would be really nice to make that kind of money, but that's for somebody else. Well, I can tell you that kind of an income, if you are determined that you would like to become an ambassador in Infinii, one of the things that the Infinii program has got going for is we have so many, literally thousands of members that have created income for themselves just using our products alone, not even spending any effort at all within the rewards. And one of the things that that does is it really puts you in a position of power. You're not just someone who's talking about something that you enjoy. You're someone who found a project that you were attracted to. It was very much on trend online with what's happening with eBay, with Amazon, and with other e-commerce giants all around the world. You got involved and you started to make money. And after that success, you started to share with others that you knew needed money. And that really puts you in a position where you can start to reach some of these very substantial ranks. Because what I love so much about this strategy, this plan, is the same behavior. Remember that moved you from builder to your very first manager rank and put a couple $100 in your pocket? It's that same behavior that's going to move you through the director family and into the ambassador. And by the time you hit ambassador, you can see you're also generating a 60% Infinity Pay match on everyone that you've personally enrolled. So just to recap, remember, you can add as many unique lines of lineage to your business as you choose. In the beginning, if you want to, you can just start with 2 and be happy with 2, or you can start with 3, as we've shown you in the example, and be happy with 3. But you can continue to add as many as you want. And each one of those lines of lineage has the ability to pay you up to $125,000 per month, plus up to a 100% Infinity Pay match on each and every one of those personally enrolled individuals. Now, the last thing I want to share with you, just in wrapping up, is something that we call the holding tank. Now, in the previous slide, you saw you and your lovely salmon color sweater had actually personally enrolled 6 people into your business. Let me just share a little bit of it in detail. In this particular case, the 3 people that you see in the white space you enrolled last month, and the 3 people that are in your holding tank you've enrolled this month. And so what it means is inside your holding tank for that first month, you have the ability to leave those people on your front line, just as you saw in the previous slide, or you have the ability to use them to motivate, inspire, and help push your entire team to greater heights. And you can do that by, let's say, for example, running a contest. I tell my first 3 people, lady in the purple sweater, gentleman in the gray sweater, and the lady in the green dress, listen, the first person to personally enroll a new friend into your business, I'm going to add someone to your business. This is going to help you rank advance potentially. It may help you reach another milestone bonus. It's certainly going to add business volume to your business that you're going to get paid on. And all around, it's going to be a good thing for you. And so in this particular case, I can drop an individual under another, no harm to me, because I still personally sponsored the lady in the green dress with a very pretty necklace. I'm still going to get an Infinity Pay match on her, and I can drop her underneath my friend in the personal dress, or in the purple dress, and she gets all of the benefit. So listen, let's just wrap this up by giving you sort of an example of what you would need to do to reach some of these substantial. And it really is going to depend entirely on what you see as a personal objective that you'd be shooting for. Whether it's a $500 a month as a regional manager. And of course, the reason $500 a month down as a regional manager is the first significant benchmark is because it is a significant. In fact, statistically, we're taught that more than 80% of current bankruptcy filings could be avoided with as little as an additional $400 coming into that household. So regional manager is a very significant. For some people, that's going to add significantly to a mortgage payment. It's going to cover a car payment. It may cover school fees for children. And it's done very quickly and very easily. Many of you will hit regional manager your first 1,200 BV gets you. And we're going to use that unit, regional manager, to break down goals for all of our others. So for example, if global manager was your objective, $2,000 a month, really carve a real dent out of your ongoing household debt, help 8 people become regional manager. That's it. Doesn't have to be 8 people you sponsored. It could be any 8 people. Doesn't matter who they are. Doesn't matter how they showed up into your business. Remember, you're going to get a lot of spillover from this plan, or potentially a lot of spillover into your business from this plan, because it doesn't hurt anyone for that to happen. So wherever those people come from, you help them get to regional manager, you become a senior manager is more your thing, $7,500 a month. Now you're getting into a fairly substantial income source. 50 people become regional manager. And remember, you can help someone become regional manager in their first week in the business. 50 people, you ultimately will have the business volume to become a senior. And then ambassador, that's that substantial target. These are the kind of things that always motivated me when I was marketing as a builder. And in this case, 500 people become regional manager, and you are starting to see ambassador type income. But remember, it doesn't matter. This is a marathon. It's not a sprint. If this even took you 12 months, 18 months, 24 months to help 500 individuals, that's additional $500 a month into their life. And these are people that have already found their way into your business. These are not necessarily people you've had to find on your own. And all of a sudden, you help those 500 people, and you're looking at very, very. Or you follow the lead of many, many individuals that are profiting with Infinii, and you focus entirely on the product and decide to make your money entirely from the product. So whatever is the best fit for you, I would strongly encourage you to contact the person that asked you to have a look at the presentation. Let them know whether Prime, Surge, or Excel and what areas that we've talked about today are particularly appealing to you. And then, for goodness sake, if you've seen something that attracts you, become part of the Infinii family. And let me be the first to welcome you. One of the things that I would encourage you to do, though, I'll tell you, from my personal experience, one of the easiest things to do to help building a substantial business is momentum. And momentum can be created very simple, just by taking considerable action right out of the gate. In fact, what I would encourage you to do, I know it says hit your milestone, $1,000 milestone bonuses in your first 60 days. I would encourage you to do that in your first 30 days. Put that money in your pocket right away and be off to a flying start. It's a very attractive story and really helps motivate those friends of yours who really do need a break or are looking for something within their own lives. Helps them to move forward and start working with you in this project. So again, thank you very much for the time that we've spent together. I certainly appreciate it. And I certainly appreciate you seriously considering your future with Infinii. We have some very, very exciting things on the horizon. We'd love for you to be a part of it. So thanks again for your time and attention. I look forward to speaking with you again soon.